I want to share how you can plan your month step by step in a simple way that actually works. I will show you how to divide your goals, stay focused, and feel proud at the end of the month. So let's get started. You just need two things, a notebook and a plan. That's it. Before I start planning, I always just take 5 minutes to reflect what I did on last month. What went well, what didn't, and what I want to do differently in this month. Let's pause, take 5 minutes and think, what did you do in last month? Are you back? Now, write down which goals you want to achieve in this month. I'm so curious about see what plan you have for this month. Could you please show me? 100 goals in just 1 month? It's not possible. If even you don't sleep whole month, you cannot achieve it on 100 goals. Let me show your plan. Are you kidding me? What do you mean by learning makeup or learning English? Maybe you're thinking we plan for 3 years or 5 years. I told we plan for just 1 month, and 1 month how just 30 days. This is the most important part because people write big goals but they didn't divide into small steps. Now I will take your goals and divide into small steps that is realistic and achievable. Most of us, I'm one of them, we have dreamed to improve our English, but it's not a good plan to just improve English. We have to divide into a small step. For example, I plan to talk 10 minutes English and listen to English 10 minutes every day. Same for Swedish. And also, I want to listen to 6 podcasts in this month. Maybe you are not a person who likes podcasts, or maybe you don't have time to listen to the podcast. If you want to listen to podcasts, you can listen when you wash the dishes, or maybe you are cooking, or maybe you walking. Because I listen podcasts when I'm walking or wash the dishes and clean the house. Because this is perfect because I don't like to wash the dishes, but when I listen to the podcast, I wash the dishes and at the same time listen to the podcast. And if you it's enough for me, I write just listen to 6 podcasts. But if you're a person who don't works for you, just write 6 podcasts, you can divide it also podcast in small steps. You can write you listen 20 minutes every day. This is work for you. I know this works. Just prove it in this month my plan. Learn makeup. I also like to learn makeup, but it's not achievable to learn makeup in 1 month. Yeah, it's achievable if you put away everything and just focus on learning makeup and practice 10 hours a day. Yeah, this is achievable. But if you are like me and have other things, so this not works for you and this is not achievable. And how I can plan for learning makeup? I will learn contour in this month. Reading a book. It's enough for me to read a book. I read a book. But maybe you are not a person who works for you and you have challenge. You can divide your reading. How? You can say, I read 20 pages every day, or I read 10 pages every day. It doesn't important how many pages you will read in 1 month. It's important you build a habit and enjoy, because it's very important you enjoy when you read a book. So 10 minutes every day. Yes, why not? I wrote a book. Yeah, really, I wrote a book, but what is the problem? Yeah, I wrote a book many years ago, but I didn't edit it. Yeah. You know, I wrote a book many years ago, but I didn't edit it because I just wrote always edit your book, and I didn't divide into small steps. So that's why it was not happen in this year. But in this year, I plan to focus to editing my book. I try to focus on 50 minutes every day, and now I will focus on 30% of one part, and I will try to write and editing 15 minutes a day. Yeah, this is good for me, and maybe it worked for you also. Maybe you can write also a book. Why not? I wrote a book, so you can write a book also. You know what? You can use this method, my method, to start write a book or to start study. You can say, I have 1 hour and I will divide it in 20 minutes. I will focus 20 minutes and write a book. So after a while, you see how many pages you wrote it. I promise you, you can do it. Just start it. Do you think this plan is okay? This is achievable? This is a good plan? Maybe you have this word in your calendar also, yeah? Yeah, I know. Most of people just write workout without dividing into small steps. When I talk with my friends and with other people, and they say, I will start my workout from tomorrow, from this year. And after a while, when I ask about their workout, they just say, they are like, we didn't have time, so that's why I couldn't continue with my workout. But this is just excuse. They had time. They didn't know how to plan to achieve their goal. They just write workout. But this is not works, because you don't know how many times, how many hours you have to work out in one day, in 1 week, in 1 month. So I was one of them. Many years ago, I wrote also workout, running, walking. But after a while, I understand this plan is not works for me, and I have to divide into a small step. And now in this month, I will try 2 times a week big muscles, and once times a week I will go for a run, and maybe I'm not sure with yoga, but I will also start with yoga, but maybe not in this month, next month. But please, if you are beginner, start with small step. Don't start with 5 or 6 times a week to go to the gym, because because it not works after a while. You can go to the gym maybe 6 times a week for 3 or 1 month, but after a while you think you are tired and you don't like to go to the workout. So start with a small step. 2 times a week is enough for you. Or maybe if you don't have time, 10 minutes walking in 1 day is enough for you, or even if for 1 week, because it doesn't matter how many times you will do your workout. It matters you started. In this month, I will build a new habit, because I had this habit before, but after a while I just forget it. I use my phone on my bed when I sleep, when I wake up. This is not good habit, because I just waste my time. Because okay, I understand if I edit my video or I read news, it's okay, but I just scroll on YouTube and I don't achieve anything and I don't get anything from it. So in this month, I plan to don't use my phone. This was everything that I want to share with you in this video. If you want to get more inspiration, you can see my other video, 50 days challenge, and what I did last month. I hope this video will help you to start your planning for this month. It doesn't matter when you see this video, just start it from today and with small steps. See you in next video.